What would you do if you had the chance to strengthen the team of your dreams, but, in the very same move, you created a gap that could end up costing the entire season? Well, that might be exactly what is happening with Wrexham and manager Phil Parkinson. This summer's transfer window was one of the busiest in the club's recent history. Wrexham, now living the dream of establishing themselves as a force in English football after years of battling in the lower leagues, went shopping. And they didn't hold back. Experienced players were brought in, especially to bolster the midfield, an area that had previously looked short of reliable options. The fans breathed a sigh of relief. After all, from the outside it looked like bold planning, the kind of strategy that shows a club knows exactly where it wants to go. But this is where the dilemma begins. Because while the spotlight shone brightly on the big-name arrivals, two very important figures were saying goodbye. Paul Mullin, a fan favourite and goal-scoring hero, left for Wigan Athletic on loan. And alongside him, another cornerstone of the attack, Ollie Palmer, who departed permanently. Up to this point, it all seemed like part of football's natural cycle. Players leave, others come in. But there's one detail that could turn into a serious headache. Leading the line, only Kiefer Moore, signed from Sheffield United, remains as the team's attacking reference point. Moore arrives with a strong CV, championship experience, and even Premier League appearances, something that naturally reassures the fans. He's the classic target man, strong, combative, able to hold the ball up, win aerial duels and wear down defenders. In short, the perfect piece to be Wrexham's man in the box, a role Ollie Palmer had mastered so well. But there's a detail that simply cannot be overlooked. All the responsibility now falls on just one player. And in football, putting all your faith in a single option is always risky. Think about the most common and inevitable scenarios: a muscle injury, a suspension, or even a dip in confidence. If any of these happen, Phil Parkinson's plan loses its foundation. The immediate alternative is Ryan Hardie, formerly of Plymouth Argyle. A good forward, quick, intelligent in his movement and dangerous on the break. But his profile is far from what Moore and Palmer represent. Hardie doesn't have the same physical presence, he doesn't unsettle defences in the same way, and he isn't the kind of striker who intimidates centre-backs with sheer strength or aerial dominance. On paper, this difference might look small, but on the pitch it's huge. In decisive matches, against compact defences or in games where the team needs to go long and win battles in the air, having a target man can be the factor that separates victory from frustration. Without Palmer, Wrexham lose exactly that option. And it's not just about numbers or stats. Palmer recently proved he still had plenty to give. He scored 2 crucial goals against Hull City in the League Cup. Moments like that show he could still have been a key figure, even if only as an option off the bench. Which leads us to the big question: did Phil Parkinson go too far? In the name of renewal, has he sacrificed attacking depth, something that could prove costly in a long, demanding campaign like the Championship? Wrexham are living through a historic moment. The club has emerged from the shadows, attracted worldwide attention, gained fans beyond England, and is consolidating itself as one of football's most exciting modern stories. But amidst all this, every decision carries double the weight. So, here's the question I leave with you. Will Wrexham regret letting Ollie Palmer go? Or will Phil Parkinson prove his strategy was the right one? If you enjoyed this analysis and want to keep up with everything happening at Wrexham, make sure you hit subscribe here on the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss a single update from the Red Dragons.